and grow and become the best version of yourself, then you're in the right place. Today's topic is something powerful, something that can change the direction of your life completely. Let's talk about living with purpose. Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions, waking up, working, eating, sleeping, just repeating the same cycle without real excitement or fulfillment? You're not alone. Many people feel lost or unmotivated because they haven't found their reason for getting up in the morning with energy and intention. And that's what purpose gives you. Living with purpose is not just for the rich, famous, or successful. It's for all of us. No matter who you are or where you're from, your life has meaning. And when you discover that meaning, everything begins to change. Your goals become clearer. Your motivation grows stronger. You start to make choices that align with your true self. So in this video, we're going to explore what it means to live with purpose, why it matters so much, and most importantly, how you can find your purpose and start living it every single day. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of what purpose really is and how to bring it into your daily life, even if you're just starting out. Whether you're a student, a worker, or simply someone trying to find more meaning, this video is for you. Let's begin this journey together. Let's learn, grow, and move one step closer to the life we're meant to live with purpose. What is living with purpose? So what does it actually mean to live with purpose? Living with purpose means that you live your life with clear direction, meaning, and intention. It means you wake up each day with a reason to keep going, something that inspires you, something that matters to you deeply. It's about doing things not just because you have to, but because you believe they are connected to something bigger than just daily survival. Many people go through life without thinking about their purpose. They go to school because it's expected, they get a job because they need money, they follow routines without ever asking, why am I doing this? What truly makes me feel alive? Living without purpose is like sailing a boat with no destination. You move, yes, but you're just drifting now. Imagine sailing with a clear direction. You know where you're going, and every decision you make gets you closer to that place. That's what purpose does. It gives your life meaning. It helps you grow. It turns ordinary days into opportunities for progress. Let's take a simple example. Think about two people who work the same job. Person A works just to earn money. Every day feels like a burden. They count the hours waiting for the day to end. There's no joy in the work, just stress, boredom, and a longing for the weekend. Over time, they may feel tired, stuck, or even unhappy. Now person B also works, but there's a difference. They chose this job because it connects to something they care about. Maybe they love helping people, maybe they enjoy learning and solving problems. Even on hard days, they feel that their work matters. It gives them energy and makes them feel proud. They're not just working, they're living with purpose. Can you feel the difference? It's not about what job you have or how much money you make. It's about how connected you are to what you do. You can be a teacher, a doctor, a cleaner, an artist, a farmer, whatever it is. If you do it with love, with care, and with a sense that it's part of your deeper calling, then you are living with purpose. Let's look at another example from everyday life. Imagine someone who loves to cook. They don't just make meals, they pour their heart into every dish. For them, cooking is not a task, it's a way to bring joy to others, to express creativity, and to create memories. That's purpose. It's not always some big dream or career. Sometimes it's found in the small things you do with great love and intention. Another example, think of someone who volunteers at a shelter. They don't earn money for it, but they do it because they care deeply about others. Helping those in need gives them a sense of fulfillment. They feel alive. They feel useful. That's purpose. On the other hand, someone might have a fancy job, a high salary, a big house, but if they feel empty inside, it might be because they've lost their purpose or never found it. Living with purpose brings joy. Even in tough times, it gives you a reason to keep learning, keep growing, and keep showing up. It makes your life feel worthwhile. So to put it simply, living with purpose is about knowing what truly matters to you and then shaping your life around those values. It's not about being perfect. It's not about having everything figured out. It's about being aware, intentional, and connected to what you do. You don't need a perfect plan to start living with Purpose, you just need to start asking the right questions, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. Let's keep going. Why purpose matters. Now that we've talked about what it means to live with purpose, let's understand why it really matters. Living with purpose is like having a map in your hand's. Life can sometimes feel confusing. We face challenges, make tough decisions, and sometimes feel lost. But when you have a purpose, when you know your why, you have direction, you don't feel like you're just walking in circles. You know where you're going, and that gives your life meaning. Purpose gives us motivation. It pushes us to wake up and keep going even when things are difficult. Think about this. When you don't know why you're doing something, it's easy to give up. But when you have a reason, a strong purpose, you find the strength to keep trying. Let's look at a few simple examples. Imagine a student who's studying for hours every day. If they're only doing it because someone told them to, they'll get bored quickly. But if they're studying because they dream of becoming a doctor and helping people, suddenly every lesson has meaning. Even when it's hard, they keep going. That's the power of purpose. Or think about a parent who works long hours. It's not easy, it's tiring, but they do it because they want to give their children a better life. Their love becomes their purpose, and that gives them the strength to carry on no matter how hard it gets. Now let's talk about some well-known people who lived with strong purpose. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, but he never gave up. Why? Because his purpose was greater than his suffering. He wanted freedom and equality for his people in South Africa. That purpose gave him strength and patience during the darkest times, and when he was finally free, he led his country toward peace and change. Mahatma Gandhi is another great example. He didn't lead with violence or power. He led with purpose. Gandhi G believed deeply in truth, nonviolence, and justice. His goal was simple but powerful: to help India become free peacefully. Despite being insulted, imprisoned, and challenged many times, he never turned away from his mission. His purpose gave him the courage to face fear and the strength to guide millions with peace and love today. His life continues to inspire the world. These are big stories, yes, but purpose doesn't have to be famous matter. There's also the teacher who stays late to help struggling students, not because they have to, but because they believe in the power of education. There's the small shop owner who works honestly every day, not just to earn money, but to serve their community with kindness and trust. There's the young artist who paints because it brings light into people's lives. Purpose is the invisible force that drives all of these people. It gives meaning to their actions. It gives them the strength to overcome stress, fear, and failure. When you live with purpose, even the tough days feel meaningful. You understand that every challenge is part of a bigger picture. You don't give up easily because you know your efforts matter. You feel connected to your work, your values, your goals, and the people around you. And here's something beautiful: when you live with purpose, you also inspire others. Your energy, your actions, and your story can help someone else find their purpose. That's how we create a better world, one purposeful life at a time. So if you've ever felt tired, bored, lost, or unmotivated, maybe it's time to ask yourself, what is my purpose? Because once you find it, life becomes so much clearer and more fulfilling. Let's now talk about how you can begin finding your own purpose step by step. How to find your purpose. So how do you actually find your purpose? It's a big question, but the answer begins with small steps. Finding your purpose isn't something that always happens overnight. It takes time, reflection, and a willingness to explore. But don't worry, it's a journey worth taking, and it starts with getting to know yourself better. Start by asking yourself some important questions. These questions are simple, but they can open big doors in your mind and heart. Ask yourself, what do I love doing? This means thinking about the activities that make you happy or excited. Maybe you love writing, helping others, fixing things, or working with children. When you enjoy doing something, that's often a sign you're getting close to your purpose. Then ask, what am I naturally good at? We all have talents. Some people are great listeners, others are good at organizing, teaching, or creating new ideas. Think about what comes easily to you. What do people often thank you for? Maybe your friends always come to you when they need advice. That's a clue your strengths can guide you toward your purpose. Another powerful question is, what kind of problems do I care about solving? Purpose often grows out of something you want to change in the world. Maybe you feel sad when you see animals being hurt or children who can't go to school. Maybe you care deeply about health, the environment, or making people laugh when they're feeling down. Whatever it is, pay attention to what touches your heart, but don't stop at just thinking. Try new things. You can't discover your purpose if you don't explore. Step out of your comfort zone and try different activities. Volunteer, take a class, join a new group, or start a small project. You may not know if something is right for you until you actually experience it. Maybe you try helping at a charity event and realize how good it feels to give back, or maybe you join a local club and find you love working with people. Every new experience is like a clue that brings you closer to your purpose. Another helpful step is to reflect on your experiences. Take time to think about moments in your life when you felt truly alive, proud, or deeply moved. What were you doing? Who were you with? What was the situation? These moments often reveal what matters most to you. For example, maybe you remember teaching your younger sibling and seeing them finally understand something. That memory can show you that you enjoy helping others grow. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Either sometimes other people can see our strengths more clearly than we can. Ask your family, friends, teachers, or co-workers, what do you think I'm good at? Or when have you seen me at my best? Their answers may surprise you. They might notice that you're great at making people feel welcome or solving difficult problems calmly. Those little observations can guide you also. It helps a lot to write things down. Keep a journal where you can write about your thoughts, feelings, and what you're learning about yourself. This doesn't have to be perfect, just honest. Over time you'll start to see patterns. You'll notice what makes you happy, what drains your energy, and what gives you that deep feeling of satisfaction. That's your purpose talking to you. Let's take a simple real-life example. Imagine a young woman who always enjoyed drawing when she was a child. As she grew up, she stopped doing it because everyone told her it wasn't practical. But one day she decides to help decorate a classroom at a school, and the joy comes back. She realizes that her purpose might be using art to inspire or teach children. From that one experience, a whole path opens up. Or picture a man who works in an office but feels empty. He starts volunteering on weekends at a local shelter and finds he loves talking to the people there, listening to their stories. He never knew how much he cared about helping others until he gave it a try. Now he's studying to become a counselor. That's the power of exploration and reflection. Finding your purpose doesn't mean your life will suddenly become easy, but it will become meaningful. When you know your purpose, you start making better decisions. You stop comparing yourself to others. You begin to live more fully because your actions align with your heart. So take your time, be patient with yourself, ask questions, try new things, reflect, talk, write. Every step you take brings you closer to understanding who you are and why you're here. And once you discover that purpose, even just a small part of it, you'll feel something shift inside you. You'll start living not just to exist, but to truly make your days count. Living your purpose every day, finding your purpose, is only the beginning. The real magic happens when you start living it every single day. Now you might be thinking, how can I live my purpose when I have so many other responsibilities, work, school, family? Don't worry, living with purpose doesn't mean making huge changes overnight. In fact, it's often the small daily actions that truly make the biggest difference. You don't need to wait until you have the perfect plan or the perfect job to start living your purpose. You can begin right where you are with what you have. This is where the idea of progress over perfection becomes very important. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving forward step by step, day by day. Let's start with a simple but powerful tool: setting daily intentions. Each morning ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today that connects me to my purpose? It doesn't have to be big. Maybe your purpose is to inspire others, so your daily intention might be to say a kind word to someone who seems sad. Or maybe you want to become a great teacher, so your intention might be to read one page of a book or help someone understand a new idea. Setting an intention gives your day a clear focus. It reminds you of who you are and what really matters to you. Another way to live your purpose is by helping others. You don't have to change the whole world to make a difference. Sometimes a simple act of kindness, like Listening to a friend helping a classmate or sharing something you've learned can bring light to someone's day. When we help others, we not only make their lives better, we also feel more connected, more meaningful, and more alive. That's purpose in action. Let me share a small example. There was a young man who worked at a coffee shop every day. He would greet every customer with a warm smile and kind words for him. This wasn't just about serving coffee. It was about spreading joy and kindness. People began to come to that coffee shop not just for the drinks, but for the positive energy that young man was living his purpose in a very simple yet powerful way. Another helpful tip is to keep learning something new every day. Your purpose may grow and evolve over time, and learning helps you stay on that path. Read books, watch meaningful videos, listen to people's stories, or try a new skill. Every time you learn, you become more aware of your gifts, your passions, and the world around you, and that awareness helps you live more purposefully. For example, imagine someone who wants to help protect nature. They might begin by reading a little each day about climate change, or volunteering once a week. Clean a park. Over time, those small actions build confidence and clarity. Eventually, they might become an environmental teacher or start their own awareness campaign. But it all starts with small steps taken every day. You can also write about your progress. Keep a notebook or journal where you note how you lived your purpose today. Did you stay kind even when it was hard? Did you take time to listen to someone? Did you work on your goals, even just for 10 minutes? These small reflections help you see your growth, and that motivates you to keep going. And remember, you don't have to be there yet. Purpose is not a destination, it's a way of living. It's about how you show up, how you treat people, how you stay true to your values. You might be a student, a worker, a parent, or even someone still figuring things out. And that's okay. You can still live with purpose by choosing to do your best, staying curious, and making your actions meaningful. In short, living your purpose every day is not about being perfect. It's about being present, being intentional, and being true to yourself. So start small, be kind, keep learning, help others, and most importantly, believe that your life has meaning, because it truly does. Motivational reminder: before we end today's video, I want to leave you with a powerful reminder, something I hope you carry with you long after this video is over. You were born with a purpose. Yes, you are not here by accident. Your life has meaning, and your journey is important. Sometimes it's easy to forget that, especially when life feels hard, when we face failure, or when we compare ourselves to others. But deep inside you, there is something special, a gift, a reason, a light, that only you can share with the world. Please, don't let fear or doubt stop you. It's normal to feel afraid. It's normal. Question yourself, but those feelings don't have to define you. Many people you admire have felt fear too. Think of Mahatma Gandhi. He was not born a strong leader. In fact, he was once a shy and quiet man. But he believed in peace and justice, and in the power of truth. He followed his purpose step by step, even when it was difficult, and because of that he changed the world. You don't need to be perfect to live your purpose. You just have to keep moving forward. Take one step, then another, and then another. If you make mistakes, that's okay. Mistakes are part of learning. Even if you fall, get back up. What matters most is not how fast you go, but that you don't stop. Let me tell you a simple story. A young girl loved writing stories, but she was told again and again that she'd never become a writer. People didn't take her seriously. She felt like giving up, but she kept going. She kept writing, and one day her book changed her life. That young girl, her name was J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. She didn't know all the answers when she started, but she believed in her purpose, and she didn't quit. So today, I want you to believe in yourself. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Trust that every little step matters. Your purpose is waiting for you to live it. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you believe. And your life has a meaning no one else can replace. If today's video touched your heart or gave you something to think about, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share one small step you'll take to find or live your purpose. It could be something simple like writing in your journal, helping someone in need, or learning a new skill. Your words might inspire someone else too. If this video helped or motivated you in any way, please give it a Like it really supports the channel and helps us reach more amazing people like you, and don't forget to subscribe for more motivational and learning content. We're on this journey together, and there's so much more to explore, grow, and become. I'll leave you with this final message. Remember, your life is a gift. Live it with intention, live it with purpose. You are meant to shine, to grow, and to make a difference. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, right where you are. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay strong, stay inspired, and keep moving forward.